Diablo.
I was on a delay. Thank you for starting off with Diablo. I appreciate it. Hold on, guys. We're still drinking.
It doesn't taste as good when I pay for the alcohol.
It tastes better for me. It tastes so much better. Anyway, hi, guys. Welcome back to What Can Go Wrong. Wow.
What?
You got to interrupt me.
First time.
First time that's ever happened. You've done that before. Anyway,
We'll look back.
Yeah. Future Julie, rewind that shit. Hi guys, welcome back to the What Can Go Wrong podcast. My name is Julie Jules, who that loud Mexican bitch, gaslighter and ghoster. And to my right, I have
Summertime Pierre.
I was gonna say you better say Petty Pierre.
No, it's summertime, baby. I got the shorts. I'm rocking it.
Apparently, that started when we went to New Mexico, didn't it? Is that?
Bro got the huaraches.
Yeah. You're like, I don't care what temperature it is here in Denver.
Shorts.
It's short weather, regardless. Irregardless. Who says that?
George Lopez?
I don't know. I just remember.
You fucking bitch.
You could have said anybody.
All the old people do that shit.
What?
They'll say something like, who says that? Oh, actually, I don't know who says that.
I have no idea. Anyway, guys. So the last time that we spoke, we were talking about our trip to New Mexico. And we ended up coming back on a Sunday, right?
It was back to back.
Back to back. And that Sunday, we had tickets to see Renee Vaca and Ralph Barbosa. So we make it back home safely after me driving like a maniac, but whatever.
6 hours.
Yeah.
New Mexico is not that far.
It's not that far.
6 hours, not that far.
Yeah, that's crazy how much meth there is that close to us. So anyway, we get back home and I end up falling asleep. I take a 2-hour nap because I fucking need that. I've been cooped up with Pierre for like 3 days straight. I can't deal anymore with him. I need a break. My mind needs some rest.
That's wild.
And I take a nap. I take a 2-hour nap. What do you do while I'm napping?
So as soon as we get back to the house, I pull everything out of the car.
Yeah.
I get my fucking clothes and I start putting everything away. I start washing clothes. So I start putting all my shit away. I start cleaning. I talk to my queen, tell her about the trip.
Tell her how the house was haunted and Jules lied to you.
No, she was like, any bitches talk to you? I was like, look at my neck. Ain't no hickeys on this shit.
No hickeys.
And I should have gone to sleep like you did.
Yeah.
But I had to do some shit. I had to be responsible.
Ugh.
So probably like an hour passed and I was like, all right, bet. Let me take a nap.
Yeah.
1 hour nap.
1 hour? You limited yourself for what, bud?
And I woke up and I started eating food and we still had one sandwich left that you made.
One old 2-day-old sandwich.
The burnt one.
It was the burnt one. Exactly.
And I saw BJ and I was like, yo, I made you this sandwich. I want you to have this.
With
and
all the love in the world.
True BJ fashion.
Yeah.
She was like, God damn, there's a lot of meat in this. I was like, that's a good fucking sandwich, but that's...
Bragging on my sandwich making skills? Bullshit, BJ.
So, start eating, and then I was like, fuck, the show's in an hour. I gotta start getting ready.
Yeah.
So, I get clean. I put on the shirt I'm wearing right now.
Ooh, what's the shirt?
This is the Ken Flo, R.I.P.
So, can I just give a quick disclaimer?
That you bought it.
I wasn't going to say that. It took over 45 days to get here. The tracking never updated after 30 days. So I called my bank and I was like, yo, this shirt isn't coming. Can you guys just cancel the transaction? Like, just give me back my money. And they were like, well, did you order from China? I said, no, bitch. It came from California. And they're like, oh, that's kind of weird. I'm like, here's the tracking number. It never updated. And they gave me the credit. And they were like, all right, cool. We'll just thank you for disputing this. We'll give you back your money. And I was like, fine, whatever. I guess I have to order another shirt. And no lie, 2 days later, I get an email. Your tracking has been updated. The t-shirt is finally on its way. And I was like, God damn it. So I had to call my bank and be like, yo, the t-shirt's on its way.
That's wild that you called the bank back.
Yeah. I was like,
Old Jules would have kept quiet.
No, they had my $44. And I never had the shirt. Old Jules, fuck you. I'm fighting you for my $44. Right. Anyway.
So, I got the fucking shirt.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like 4 hours of rest, and Jules was like, be at my house right at 7 o'clock. We're leaving at 7.
Exactly. Be at my house at whatever time you need to be there because we're leaving at 7. So if it's going to take you 10 extra minutes to, like, get your life together, get there 10 minutes early.
So I finally get to Jules' house. BJ did not think I was going to make it.
Yeah.
Get to Jules. I'm like, yo, where the fucking tampon shots at?
Yeah. They were all done. Oopsie daisy.
Somebody
We finished them.
Somebody drank them all in fucking New Mexico.
Yeah.
You couldn't save one.
No, I couldn't. I needed them all. That bitch didn't ever bring us any more alcohol.
We didn't have no roadies, no nothing.
Nothing. No, yeah, we did. No, we still had beers here at the house because we didn't drink them all. So
right.
we started pre-gaming here at the house. And I was like, fucking shotgun these beers right now. So we start
like, "Do it,
fucking
pussy."
drinking. So we start drinking before we fucking leave.
And the event, so we've seen Renee before. So he's performing downtown, and the last time we saw him,
Yeah.
what was the episode?
131.
I think it was 133. Joe Bleasy?
Yeah, maybe 133. Fuck, I may have written that. I may be remembering wrong. I don't know, okay?
Bitch.
Whatever, 131 or 133. One of those two.
The last time we saw him was
Yeah.
at the Oriental Theater,
Right.
where you almost got kicked out in the line for drinking.
Whatever.
They snatched your drink.
They did snatch my drink, those motherfuckers.
So shout out to the Northside Bird. We haven't talked about her in a while, but we always show love.
Yeah.
She was bartending that night.
She was.
She got me fucked up.
Yeah, she was like, come up here. She was like, we can drink. And I was like, bet, let's go. And she
And-
made it her life's mission to get us fucked up. And she succeeded.
Yes, she did. We got super tore up, and that's where we met Joe Bleasy.
Yeah.
Great fucking show. Renee got fucked up,
Blackout drunk.
blackout drunk.
Blackout.
Didn't do a meet and greet.
No. He was supposed to, but his friend had to go on the microphone to be like, hey, the meet and greet is canceled.
So this one was, I think it's like 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's at the Paramount, and this is located downtown, 16th Street Mall. I don't like changing it up.
No.
So
It's a much bigger venue, though.
It
like
is.
more money.
So we ended up parking in the garage and walking over.
Yeah.
And we realized, I was like, fuck, when was the last time we've been to 16th Street Mall? It used to be popping back in the day.
Yeah.
Robot Mike?
Huh?
Robot Mike?
Who the fuck is that?
That's how I know you're not from Denver, bitch.
I don't know.
Robot Mike was the black dude. He dressed up like a robot, and he would just burn people.
Oh.
Like, they'd walk by, and he'd just burn them.
Oh, I guess. He never burned me, so I don't know.
So we finally get to the Paramount, right?
Yeah.
And Jules, as always, got some fucking beer in her hand.
Whatever.
And I'm like, yo, can you finish this before we walk up to security?
I'm chugging that fucking beer. Like we're walking and we're at the corner of where the venue is. And I'm like, hold on, there's a trash can right here. Chugging that shit. I'm like, all right, bet, we're done. Ya estuvo. We get in line. I'm like, all right, I feel good. I feel good about this. These are good life choices.
We get through security, and, we don't have any tampon shots this time. And
Yeah.
neither one of us had a bag.
No.
So we were able to get through security real quick.
Right.
It was very fast. Once we got through security, I don't know what it is. Like, when I'm with you, I'm worried.
Why?
Like, you got a
Worried
knife
about
or some
what?
shit. Or, I don't know.
About me that I'm going to get us stopped? Get
Yeah.
out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
So as soon as we get in, I don't know what it is, but I was like, I got to pee right now.
Yeah, you peed before we left the house. And you still had to, like, the drive was like a 10-minute drive. And then we get there, we walk, it was like a 3-minute walk. And you
I gotta see what the bathroom's like.
I guess. All right. So he leaves me in line. He's like, hey, I want a cut water with a shot of Jameson. And I was like, all right, bet, go. All right, thank you for these instructions. He fucking leaves me there. And it's just me standing there.
Packed
With fucking people. Like, people are like pushing and shit. I'm like, you ain't getting in front of me, bitch, motherfucker. Like, wait till my brother get back. Wait till he get back.
So I go back up, and you look a lot. There's a lot of bitches that look like you.
Yeah. Long black hair. Well, long brown hair.
Attitude as fuck.
Yeah. Resting bitch face. Yeah.
So it took me a minute to find you.
Yeah.
Even though I looked at you and I was like, stay here.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm not going nowhere.
Finally, I find you, and people always think like people are cutting.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, hello, sister, how are you?
Yeah. I'm like, what's up, brother? Like, I've been waiting for you since you went to the restroom. Like, we got to announce
Yeah.
everything that happened so that people don't start fighting with us. It's ridiculous.
And so as we're getting closer, I start looking at the prices.
Yeah. Pierre did
These,
not want to pay for me. Let me
no,
tell you that
I was like,
much.
we're doing two different tabs.
Yeah. I was
ain't doing
like,
that
what
shit.
the fuck?
It
I
was like
fine, I got cash.
$15 for a tall boy?
No, it was $17.50. I had cash, so it was fine. I just
Not
slipped
me.
him a 20. Oh, and this too. So when I paid for my shit, right? I gave him a 20. He was like, "Do you want your change?" And I was like, "No." And like, why do you assume that that's what I'm going to tip you? All you did was grab me a tall boy and open it. I should have just tipped your ass $1. But you gonna keep my whole fucking $3? Whatever.
$3 is a big tip.
Like $2.50, whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I was just like, how you? He was like, do you want your change? I'm scum of the earth. And I was like,
So
okay,
he's like, you still want it?
I'll pay $20 for this fucking tall boy. Apparently, whatever. I'm not salty about it. Go ahead.
Me, I don't give a fuck. So I got a cut water and a shot.
Yeah.
She was like $30 fucking.
Yeah.
And then immediately, you know, they always do the fucking, they turn around the screen and like, go ahead and just put whatever you want.
Yeah, there's
Say,
going to be a question
No
for you.
fucking tip, bud.
You need tip him.
Fuck no.
Ooh. Well, my tip was enough to cover for both of us.
I feel like there's a lot of good white people at that venue that are going to make up for me.
Well, my rule is if all you do is go and crack open a can, you get $1. Minimal effort. You get $1. $1 per drink of, like, if you're going to make me a mixed drink, all right, then there's more money involved. But that's all that you did, and you go.
Yeah,
like,
$1.
Yeah, like $1. That's fair. I don't know. Listeners, what do you guys think? Am I being cheap right now? You grab me a fucking a can out of the fridge and you crack it open and you want more than $1? Nah, homie, nah. Anyway, so then we go and we're like, all right, we have to find our seats. We need to make sure that we know where we're sitting, right? So we go down the line and security was friendly. They were helpful. They were like, oh yeah, right over this way. Yeah, oh, VIP, no problem. And because I think it was the first 10 rows were considered VIP.
Yeah.
And so we go up and they're like, oh yeah, your seats are right here. And we're like, all right, cool. There's what, 4 or 5 seats from the end, right? Yeah, we're like seat 6 and 7 or 5 and 6, something like that. And so we're like, all right, let's sit here and we're waiting. And the venue empty, like
empty as fuck. Because
like
at this time it's like 7:30.
Yeah,
the show's already supposed to be starting.
Exactly, and it's like a fourth of the venue is full. And we look at each other and we're like, all right, let's just finish these drinks. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta pee. And Pierre's like, bitch. And I'm like, I know. So we get up, and then what do you see?
I see some shit going on.
With what?
So we're in the very far right side. As we're going up, you know, I got to leave Julie in the dust.
Why do you do that to me?
It's anxiety. I got to walk fast.
God. Oh, God.
As I'm walking up, I see this poor Hispanic dude.
Yeah.
He has crutches, and his leg is like in a cast. So it's not like a soft boot or anything like
Yeah.
that. He has like a legit cast on his foot.
Yeah.
Security didn't even let the dude sit down. He was like, hey, man, you're not going to be able to have these.
Yeah.
The guy's like, what? He was like, yeah, you're going to need to give these to me. And doesn't even fucking talk to him, grabs them. And as I'm walking by, you know, I'm still fucking peripherals. I'm listening. And the dude's like, yeah, if you want him, you're going to come up here and come get him. I was like, this dude
he needs them to get up there.
And so that was my first inkling of security. Because
Yeah,
security till then was super fucking friendly.
Yeah. Like they were great. Like I walked through the fucking metal detector. They're like, you don't got no purse, get in the venue. I was like, bet, let's go.
So as soon as we get out the doors, I got to tell Julie about what happened.
Yeah.
And then Julie has a fucking story for me.
What did I tell you about?
ADA?
Oh, no, I didn't tell you about the ADA. I saw it. Pierre's like, hey, did you see the questions? I'm like, shut up, motherfucker, shut up. Look at this. There's an ADA bathroom for like the crippled people. And I'm like, what, the handicap? What do you want me to call them? The capable?
People with disabilities.
What the fuck ever.
That's too hard, huh?
That's too much for me. I can't do that. Anyway, it's the handicap bathroom. And so I'm like, I wonder if there's anybody in there. I go in there, it's empty, clean, pristine. And I'm like, of course I'm going to fucking use this. You think I'm going to go with the peasants? I don't fucking think so, homie. So I go use the handicap bathroom. And then I tell Pierre, I'm like, yeah, bitch, I got the fucking handicap shit. He was like, but you're not handicapped. And I'm like, who the fuck cares? I have a handicap placard.
For me, bitch.
I know, but still. Anyway. So we start, drinking these drinks, right?
Yeah, by this time I already slammed the Cutwater, which Cutwaters are pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, I had 2 and I was fucked up.
A lot of it came from New Mexico. When we went there, we didn't get service.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I'm getting turned up here.
Yeah, I agree because we were like, we didn't get drunk. So I was like, yo, we fucking went all the way to New Mexico. We didn't even get drunk. Like, we got to get drunk now.
Yeah, so I slammed that Cutwater while you were in the bathroom, and I go get me another drink.
Yeah.
I don't offer you one because the drinks are expensive as fuck.
Of course not.
But I was like, let me get a tall boy. I'll sip on it.
No, hombre.
I did, bitch.
I guess.
So, luckily this time I'm able to get the drink real fast, and I'm still waiting for you outside the fucking bathroom.
I have to pee and wash my hands.
You're putting up stickers, bitch.
All right.
You're out there
I'm also
fucking
putting up
struggling,
stickers.
trying to peel the back off.
I know the back is hard to peel off. I got to get those bend in half stickers next time. Yeah, I agree.
So I'm standing outside the door from the bathroom.
Yeah.
And security just walks up to me and he was like, can I help you? I was like, no. I'm good.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you have a ticket? I was like, yeah, I do. So I pull out my phone. I was like, here's my ticket. I was like,
VIP, bitch.
it makes me so mad when people, security,
Yeah.
when they're like, can I help you? I was like, motherfucker, just say what you mean.
You look suspicious. You need to go through security again.
I was like, bro, I made it through that big ass security line.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. I can stand here and exist, motherfucker.
Nah, and he was hinted too.
Ugh.
He was super aggressive about it. I was like, just chill, Pierre. Just be cool. So I'm like, Jules going to hurry up real fast.
Yeah.
And then soon 2 more people walk by and he does the exact same thing to them.
At least it wasn't just targeted to you. That makes me feel a little bit better. And I walk out of the fucking bathroom. There's 12 stickers for the fucking handicap bathroom. And I put them low so that the handicapped people could see them too.
Because you care. You want everybody to be involved.
Yeah. Marketing. Think about it.
So as soon as you come out, I was like, Jules, come, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm mad. So as we start going back down to our seats, I tell Jules what was going on.
Yeah.
And you did not validate my feelings.
I was like, whatever, homie.
You're like, you're probably leaning drunk as fuck, man.
Yeah, you had 2 Cutwaters. And you didn't offer me one. So yeah, I'm going to talk shit.
So we go back down to our seats. And I'll say this right now. I appreciate when Jules sits next to the stranger. I appreciate that.
I hate it. I hate sitting next to the strangers, but I know that that's part of my role. I paid for these tickets. Anybody want to take a wild guess? 6th row, VIP tickets with no meet and greet because the meet and greet wasn't offered.
We'll get there.
But anybody take a fucking guess in your mind. Just take a quick second. Does $300 plus a couple dollars of fees sound about right? Is that what you guessed? Because that's what I paid for these tickets. A little bit over $300 for these tickets. So take that, like this experience that we're sharing with you. Just remember, Jules paid $300 for these tickets. Okay,
I didn't pay shit.
Yeah, Pierre didn't pay shit. This was his birthday gift.
So we sit in our seats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not so bad because the people to my left hadn't showed up.
Yeah. So you have
I'm
room
spread
to breathe.
the fuck out.
Yeah.
And finally, they start the fucking show.
Yeah.
The opener comes out. And what was he? He was like related to Ralph?
He was Ralph Barbosa's brother.
Fuck. It's nepotism.
Yeah. I mean, shit, if I had it, I would do the same thing.
And also, I felt like I was kind of judging him because he said he was Ralph's brother.
Yeah,
I was like, he shouldn't have said that.
No, come out here on the merits, bro. Like, show me your skills, and then at the end be like, yo, my name is so-so Barbosa. I'm Ralph's brother. Thank you for coming out. The next comedian is so-and-so. Follow me on Instagram.
So he comes out, and he's
new.
He's new. He's all right. And part of me is like, well, maybe I haven't drank enough.
Yeah.
So after the opener, I'm like jonesing for another drink.
Yeah. You're like, it's going to be funnier if I have
It's going to be
another
funnier.
drink. Yeah.
And so as soon as he ends, I'm like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Nor do I offer you a drink. I don't
Nothing.
offer you a drink.
Nothing.
It's
Not
like,
even a water.
Watch my fucking seat.
Yeah.
I go back up. I'm trying to avoid security.
Right.
Get a drink. Come back before the next guy comes.
Wait. Before we get to the next person, I need to refill my drink. So we'll be right back, guys.
Hey.
All right, motherfuckers. We got to reach into the abyss. Ladies first.
Do it with a smile, bitch.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Never do just something nice.
Never. You ready? 3, 2.
Blessings.
Diablo.
Just so you know, you started on 2.
Well, because I have to, because I got nails. Otherwise, then I'm always on the delayed start. Anyway. All right. So we talked about Ralph Barbosa's brother.
Hold up.
What?
I bought you a drink specifically that you like.
Oh, shit.
You have yet to give him a shout out.
Jumex. My name is Julie Jules Julia, that loud Mexican bitch. Can you please sponsor me? Look at this. Again, Jumex. Again, this is pricier than fucking White Claw. Like, come on. I've been drinking you. Hurry up and sponsor me. I need that Jumex check. Anyway, thank you, Jumex, for sponsoring us. Ah, delicious. I can feel it, like just the sugar going straight into my bloodstream. It's delicious. Anyway, so we talked about Ralph Barbosa's brother.
Dip out.
You left me yet again.
Came back with the drink.
Yeah.
And still, the venue was empty.
Yes, it was. It was about halfway full.
Fucking gente.
They're always late, and I'm like, well, parking is kind of like complicated there because they don't have parking themselves. You have to find parking around the venue. They don't have dedicated parking for the Paramount.
I've worked downtown for a long time.
Yeah, people should know this. Like, find parking, homie. It's downtown. There's plenty of it. Anyway, so this is when we start noticing that security isn't really your friend, right? We start seeing that they're getting stricter and stricter with people as the venue is filling up. So the people that weren't there before, they end up showing up, right? So all the 5 people all the way to the end of the row that we were in, they all show up. It's all big boys. All of them. Not a single bitch in sight. Not a small petite little woman to fucking save their life. All of them big boys.
I don't like to shame. But the biggest dude had to sit next to me. I was like, you guys couldn't talk about it?
Yeah.
You guys saw my fucking head?
Yeah. I was already pissed because the boy next to me was big boy.
He was not.
The way he was touching my shoulder, I was just like, homie, can you fucking
Maybe you got big ass shoulders. Maybe
yeah, you
your
have big shoulders. I forgot.
was
I
going
have
over.
big shoulders.
So this time, now people are showing up. Now I got to fucking stop man-spreading. I got to fucking, like, I get real tight
Yeah.
when people are next to me. So finally, I have my drinks. People are here. I'm like, I can do this.
Right.
I can make this happen.
Right.
Who comes on stage next?
They show a montage or a version or a clip or whatever of Ken Flores's special. So before he passed, he had shot his special
In Chicago.
And I don't know who it was with. Like, I don't know. It was Kevin Hart's people. Like, that's who was doing his deal with him. Like, he was up there.
He was moving up.
And so they show like a montage, a bunch of pictures, like him just doing his special, and then they show a part of the special. And how did you feel about that?
So I'm trying to enjoy it.
Right.
People start pulling out their fucking phones and
Yup.
recording it. And that's when security jumps on it.
Yup.
They're like, hey, bro, there's no recording. If we see you again, we're kicking you out.
Yeah. I was like, come on, like, be in the fucking moment, people. Like, you don't have to fucking record every single thing that happens in your life.
And so we saw Ken
We did.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I started feeling some kind of way because I was like, fuck, I really hope he gave them permission to use this.
Yeah.
And it's just not like,
Well, at least his family did.
yeah, and it's not just them just trying to swipe money. So it made me a little sad because R.I.P. Ken. You know, he's a big ass dude. He had
Yeah.
heart issues, passed away.
Yeah.
He was coming up real fast.
He really was. Like, when we tell people, like, we would tell people about Ken, we're like, you fucking know him. Pull him up on Instagram. They're like, yeah, I know that motherfucker. I didn't know his name was Ken Flores. I'm like, yeah, bitch, we've been seeing him, like, every year that he comes to Denver.
So I started getting super sad. You know, because I've had a few drinks in me.
Right.
And then Jules, without missing a beat, she was like, don't be a pussy.
Yeah, I was like,
Fucking
don't
hit
stop
me. She
crying,
was
bitch.
like, don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
I was like, that's Ken, though. He's not here with us, but he's still here.
He's here
room.
right now. Yeah, yeah. I could feel it. So
Yeah.
I thought that it was a funny thing, like, because I hadn't seen or I hadn't heard those jokes. So I appreciated that because it was new material. It wasn't old material. But I also was like, I felt some kind of way where I was like, I hope that they at least have the family's blessing or permission to use his content before. I don't know if it'll ever come out, but it was really, really good comedy. It was like, what, maybe a 15-minute, like, video that they showed. It was like 15 minutes. So you got a lot of good stuff. I don't remember the jokes, but I remember them being hilarious. And you know how we typically record, where we were, the way security was running, we couldn't record shit. So unfortunately we have no clips to insert. You just got to go see the butterfly effect.
You had to
tour.
be there.
Yeah.
You had to be there.
Oh, you know, I remember the jokes about the butterfly, how the name of the tour came about. It was the butterfly tattoos that he had put on himself. So yeah. Anyway. So, what happened then?
I had to take a piss.
Again!
So as soon as his, you know, the short film was over, I was like, I got to pee.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because the dudes to my left are all big dudes.
Yeah.
And there's no way to scoot through.
Yeah.
Like, they have to stand up and move.
Yeah, they had to get out of the aisle. So you have to get up out of your chair, walk out of the aisle, wait for Pierre's big ass to walk through the aisle, then get back in your seat.
I told him, I was like, look, man, I got a small bladder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's going to happen again.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went, peed,
Yeah.
Put stickers up. Wash my hands, which I always do.
Always do.
Came right back. I was gone less than 3 minutes.
Okay. So then it's Renee's turn to come on up, and I hadn't gone to pee. And we've been at this venue pounding drinks, and I hadn't peed. So, of course, I had to pee at that moment.
As soon as I get back.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. All these big boys gotta get the fuck back up, and then I go pee. And I'm like, whatever, I don't feel bad for you motherfuckers. It's not my fault, you big. It's not my fault. So I get up again. I try to go to the ADA bathroom, and there's a fucking chueco, like 95-year-old viejito.
Can't say that.
Sitting in the corner, fucking all jorobado, like all fucking hunched over, and he's like, "There's someone in there." Like fucking my precious guy. What's his name? Smeagol. He looked like Smeagol. Gollum?
Well, Smeagol is the nice one. Gollum's the bad one.
So it was Gollum. It was definitely Gollum. There's somebody in there. And I was like, what? I was like, in here? And then I go to try to open it because I didn't believe him. And the door's locked. And he was like, I said there's somebody. And I was like, all right, homie, I fucking heard you. So then I go to the bathroom downstairs because I don't got time for this shit because Renee is on stage. So the good thing is that when you go to the bathrooms downstairs, they got the speakers and the TV. So you can still hear the show. So I was able to hear like the show as it was progressing through. So that was at least good. And then I washed my hands as well. I put some stickers up and I fucking rushed my ass back up because I'm like, I'm not missing this shit. And then the big boys got to get back up. Let my ass.
Was Trucko still there? Was he still waiting?
Yes, he was still waiting there. I think his job was just to watch the ADA bathroom. Like make sure that two couples don't go in and fuck or something. I don't know what his job was, but he was all up in people's fucking business. Whatever, Gollum. So Renee comes up and he kills it. I was kind of sad he didn't do anything about the leg. A little sad about it.
But you can't keep doing the same shit.
I wanted him to pull people up from the stage and, like, get them to do the leg.
It probably was like, yo, if you do that again, you're going to get blacked out. Well, don't do that.
Yeah, he actually mentioned it. He was like, hey, it's good to be back in Denver. The last time I was here, I got blackout drunk. And I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you did. You broke the stool. We took pieces of the stool like little fucking thieves. I ended up throwing away the stool, but it's okay. The broken pieces that we took. Anyway, but there was somebody that showed up at the show that nobody was expecting.
He posted this. So it's all fucking gente at this show. Yeah. And, Renee, he's doing his thing. He's killing it. All of a sudden, you hear a baby crying.
Yes, out of nowhere.
Renee stops the fucking show. He was like, yo, is that a fucking baby?
Yeah.
We all turned back. I was, where the fuck who brought a goddamn baby?
A 9-month-old baby. I don't know how old the baby was, to be 100% honest. It could have been a 6-month-old. I don't know. I can't tell.
Handles it very well. He was like, yo, what's the baby's name? Because they fucking hold the baby up like Simba.
Like Simba. Yeah. You see them, and they're like, here's the baby.
They're like, his name's Junior.
Yeah.
Fucking Junior. He's like, oh, yeah, tell Junior, shut the fuck up. It's, being that I've grown up and I've been assimilated with white people.
Yeah.
I don't really hang out with gente too much.
Yeah.
I miss that shit. I miss being around gente because gente always bring a fucking baby.
Yeah, no matter where. It can be a fucking anything and they bring the goddamn baby. I'm like, you couldn't get a babysitter for this? No.
I miss that. It was a very nice touch.
Yeah.
So he kills the whole set.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. And then we have issues because we're petty as fuck. We really like to enjoy our shows, but
I paid $300 for these tickets. I didn't come for some bullshit.
So you feel a little more strongly.
I feel way stronger about this.
So why don't you go ahead and tell it?
So there's this fucking white boy in front of us. So
white passing.
What? I don't fucking know. He looked white. And so maybe he was Chicano. I don't fucking know. And Renee is telling a joke about his Asian girlfriend. Okay? And he's like, oh, get a happy ending. Get her in the ass. Yeah. Like yelling stupid things. You're not adding to the show. You're just ruining the experience for everybody that can hear your fucking voice, especially the people behind you and in front of you. And then somebody in front of him says something like under their voice. He's like, say it louder.
Instigating.
For what? What the you? I know you paid at least $300 for these tickets because you're one row ahead of us. Why are you ruining this experience? Like, you think that you're fifth row in. You're not that important, motherfucker. Like, he's not going to call on you to be like, what did you say? I want to talk to you. Let me talk. You know who he's talking to? The motherfuckers in the front row. Those motherfuckers paid money. That's who gets the fucking attention. You didn't pay front row money. Why you acting like you did?
Single father behavior.
Oh my God. I was so upset with it. So upset. And I was just like, white boy, you ruining everybody's fucking experience right now. Everybody's experience. Nobody cares about a happy ending just because his girlfriend is fucking Asian.
Jill started kicking his chair. She was like tapping that shit.
Oh, I spilled part of my fucking beer to make sure it got on his fucking shoes. Because he was like, hey, I don't want, watch out for the shoes. Watch out for the shoes. I was like, yeah, watch your fucking shoes now, homie. Oh my God. So upset. Anyway, how did you feel about it? My blood pressure's high.
I'm only worried because if Jules gets into it, I got to get into it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jules, if things happen, get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to start swinging. That was my only concern, but it does irritate me when people...
They want to be part of the show.
But they're not funny.
Yeah. It's not funny material that they're saying. It's not asked for. It's not like Renee said, hey, give me some funny one-liners, right? None of that happened. And yet, like, you want to be part of the show. You want to be part of the experience, but you didn't pay that money.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, homie. Like, stay in your lane. Is my okay? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead. Finish your shit because I'm upset. I'm gonna drink a little bit more.
I would just get upset because people were laughing at it. I was like, that shit is not funny. It's not funny. Stop egging him on.
Yeah.
He did it a few times throughout the set, and I was like, once Renee is over, I'm gonna go get a fucking drink.
Of course,
I need a fucking drink.
Yeah.
And at this point, I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I make the dude stand up again.
Yet again.
Go get a drink, go to the bathroom, start fucking putting stickers up. And I didn't go to the downstairs bathroom this time.
Okay.
Because the downstairs had the sound and the TV. You could hear it.
Yep.
Upstairs was disgusting.
Oh,
it was gnarly as fuck. You can tell people have been drinking because there's piss all over the walls.
Oh, no, but...
There's loogies in the fucking sink. It's pretty bad. So I was like, you know what helped this? A fucking drink.
Yeah.
So I grabbed me another drink, and immediately I was like, let me go downstairs.
Oh, well, you did this because Ralph came up. So you stayed there until Renee's set was over, right? And then Ralph comes up and Pierre's like, I'll be right back. And I'm like, again?
I came back. I tried to stay for a little bit.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. Ralph Barbosa's comedy,
yeah,
it's just not for me.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it to, like, diss him or anything like that. It's just his energy.
Yeah.
I like the fucking...
I like the funny, fast energy.
Yeah.
Like his energy, like his jokes are funny, but his energy is way too low for what I am looking for in a comedian. He's a nice person. He owns a lot of cars, all that good shit. Like, we don't hate him. It's just not for us.
And, when I came back, I started drinking, and now I'm hot because I've been drinking some fucking alcohol.
Yeah.
And now I got to lean forward because the dude is a fucking big dude next to me, and I don't want to be mean to Jules.
Yeah.
I usually when BJ's with me, I'll put my arm over her, but I can't put my arm over you.
Yeah.
So I'm like leaning forward, and I was like,
he's uncomfortable.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So I thought I told Jules, hello, I am not feeling too comfortable in this moment. I think I'm going to go get some air.
Yeah.
But I'll be back.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I said.
That's not what you said.
I slurred. I was like, so I'm back.
Yeah. I was like, I think he's talking about he'll be back.
So I make the dude stand up again.
Yeah.
And I tell him, I was like, this is the last time, I swear.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Pinky promise. Scout's honor.
And so I go up to the ADA bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out there, and I see they have a merch table. And they give me a shout out for my shirt because, like, they're not selling this fucking shirt.
They're not. You have to wait 45 days.
So I started talking to them. I was like, yo, so what's up with the meet and greet? Because they already had a fucking line set up.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you gotta talk to his manager. She's around here somewhere.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, all right, cool.
I'll talk to this bitch. Okay.
At this time, I'm, like, looking around, and DPD's there.
What? Denver Police Department.
And they start dragging people out for recording.
Nombre. For recording.
And at this moment, I see what I think is the manager, like the road manager.
Yeah.
We'll call her Yolanda.
Yolanda Saldivar, for those of you that get the reference.
They're like, oh, that's her. So I go up to her, and I was like, hey, I'm interested in the meet and greet. How do I go about it?
Yeah.
She's like, let me see your ticket. So I pull it up, And I show her. She was like, oh, yeah, you don't have it. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, my sister told me this is VIP. This is a VIP ticket. Yeah, she
spent $150 on this one ticket.
She looks me up and down. She was like, yeah, you're going to have to talk to the comedians. They're the only ones that are doing it.
Oh, my God.
They have to approve you.
You got to get on the list? Are you kidding me?
So, me, I still feel good. I was like, oh, yeah. Let me reach out to fucking Renee on Instagram. Yeah. I was like, yo, I tried to see you last time. You were drunk, motherfucker. Yeah, I want to see you now.
You owe me a meet and greet, motherfucker, from fucking the Oriental.
That shit was on red.
Yeah.
I waited like a good 20 minutes, and I just keep seeing people get kicked the fuck out.
Yeah.
This is where Jules comes up.
Yeah. I get, because it's been like 15 minutes, and I'm like, okay, Ralph is still doing his set. I'm not really fucking with it. And I'm like, where the fuck is Pierre? Like, did he get kicked out? Did he get in a fight? Like, is he stuck in the toilet? Like, I don't know where he is, right? So I go out and I'm like, I gotta find him. I got the keys to the car, so I don't really care. At the end of the day, I don't really care. But I find him and he's just like, oh, the fucking meet and greet this and that. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm like, are you ready to go? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm over this shit. Like, ya estuvo. I'm not fucking with this. And he's like, yeah, I think I'm kind of ready to go. And he tells me about the Yolanda experience, right? And all the people getting kicked out.
Like, I get it, man. It's busy as fuck. You're dealing with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of the day, everybody there is a fan.
Yeah.
I'm there because I want to fucking
I've spent money. Yeah. It's a Sunday fucking night, bro.
And just the way she, pushed me off, I was like, yeah. I'm all right.
Yeah. The security people were throwing up fireball shots, and they got fucking kicked out because they threw up a fireball shot. And I was like, what are we doing here? Like, their vibe fucked my vibe up.
Yeah, they're very strict.
Yeah, so if you go to the Paramount, don't fucking go. You don't want it. You don't fucking want that shit. And Pierre told me all about that, and then what? You had to go to the bathroom.
So, Jules, I explained everything to Jules.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Give me a second. Let me go upstairs real quick. So, I go upstairs, and I go, this bathroom was already trashed, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling some kind of way.
You're in your feelings.
I'm a little hurt.
Yeah.
So I fucking piss all over that bathroom.
Oh my God.
There's nobody in there. I just piss all over the fucking place.
That's disgusting. That's so wrong. So wrong.
Looking back, I probably shouldn't have done it.
Yeah. But whatever.
But I felt justified in that.
Yeah. I'm not anti that. Like, fuck that shit. These motherfuckers, I wish security had to clean that shit. I'm sure that it's the staff. I don't think it's security that cleans it, but whatever. And then we ended up leaving. We came back home, and I was salty, and I had to go to work the next day.
Boo.
Yeah, Pierre didn't have to go to work the next day, but I did, because I'm a responsible adult. So after that, Pierre decided, hey, I haven't had enough of these outings and this driving. I got to go on another one. But before we get to that, I got to pee. So, I got a small bladder this time. So we'll be right back, guys.
Hey. Welcome back, motherfuckers. Now, here at What Can Go Wrong podcast, we believe in equality.
Okay.
So now it is my turn to get the fucking beers.
All right.
I'll reach into the abyss.
All right, thank you.
Don't strain yourself.
I will not. I will make zero effort. Ladies first, thank you very much. That's also a rule here at the What Can Go Wrong podcast, ladies first.
There are no gender rules here.
Don't start with that bullshit. The fucking handy capable. Get the fuck out of here. You ready? 3, 2.
Diablo. It's summertime.
You see what happens when I don't go on 2? I fucking be on a delay. Anyway, all right, hold on.
One of these days, Jumex.
Jumex, sponsor me. Look, hold on, homie. Look at this. Jumex, you know you want to sponsor your girl, okay? I'm going to say all the nice things that you want me to say for that bag.
We need to find out who runs their social media.
Yeah. We don't even follow Jumex. One of these days. Jumex, what is this shit called? Hard Nectar. We're going to follow you.
Cut that shit out. They're not going to follow us for that.
They're going to be yes, they will. Future Julie, make sure you leave that in. Anyway, so we left the listeners off on, we were telling them that you went, after all of this, you decided, let me travel some more. I haven't had enough. Where did you go?
I my partner's white.
Yes. He means BJ, his significant other, his girlfriend. When you say partner, people think gay.
No, I'm trying to normalize it.
It's not normal.
It is. So BJ, she went to Ecuador.
Yes.
Ecuador. So she still has a lot of Peace Corps friends.
Yeah.
One of her friends is getting married.
Yes.
We got the invite. This summer, I've gone to a lot of fucking weddings.
Yeah.
So I get the invite for this. I'm like, fuck, man, this is right after New Mexico.
Yeah.
Of course, I say yes, and I completely forget about it.
Sounds like a plan.
BJ was like, oh, you ready for the wedding this weekend? I was like, what wedding?
Yeah.
She's like, the one that's been on the fridge for like 3 months.
We had the save the date on the fridge this whole time. Oh, my God.
So I tried to request a day off from work.
Right.
But there's a big day at work. I can't get it off. And I'm thinking I'm scot-free. I was like, hey, BJ, unfortunately, work won't let me get it off. I can't go to the wedding.
I got to work.
She was like, till what time? I was like, till like 3. She was like, perfect. The ceremony ends at 3. The reception's at 4. You can make it.
No. Where is this wedding? How far? How far is the drive?
So we live in Denver. This is Evergreen. Evergreen is like whites with money.
Right. How far?
A good 40 minutes?
40 minutes, yeah.
So
40-minute fucking drive to where the white folks live. For what, bud?
So I was like, all right, bet. Once I'm done with work, I'll go home, shower, change, and then I'll meet you up at the wedding. I get off work.
No. You could have said no this whole time, but go ahead.
I get off work at 3 o'clock. I go to the house, and I was like, I need to disassociate.
Right.
I need to sit in a dark room for a little bit with the lights off. I'll be good. Before I know it, a half hour's passed. BJ's texting me. She was like, yo, the reception's over. Or the ceremony's over.
Right.
Where you at?
Oops.
Fuck. So I hurry up. I run in the shower. I get a bunch of clothes, and I go over to Jules' house.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to dress. I was like, what do you think of this?
Yeah. He tells me what the vibe is, and so I have to tell him how to dress.
So I hold you responsible. Remember this.
Yeah.
Jules picked out black pants, black shirt, black tie.
Listen, there wasn't a lot to work with, okay? When in doubt, go with black.
True. So I get in the car. I start driving. Now it's like 4:30.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like...
You're cutting it close.
Well, I'm kind of like dragging my feet so I don't got to fucking be there.
Oops. Yellow light. Let me stop.
Yeah. So I drive up there, and I was like, oh, you know what? The car needs gas. Let me get the car some gas.
Oh, my God. It has 3/4 of the tank.
BJ's like, where the fuck are you at? Because we share each other's location.
Yeah.
She was like, hurry up. They're going to start serving food soon.
Oh, my God.
All right. I finally find the fucking venue. I pull in, and it's like kind of like a state park.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people there. So I park, and I'm trying to like motivate myself to go in.
Come on, Pierre. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
BJ comes out, and she was like, she's calling me. She's standing outside the car door. I don't see her.
You, bitch. Yeah.
She was like, come on, motherfucker. I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. You're like slapping yourself in the face. Like, let's go, bitch.
At this moment, I realize they just started serving food.
Yeah.
I am the last person to show up.
Oh
Everybody's already sitting down. We walk into the venue. It's like an old school saloon. Everybody turns around.
Oh, my God. They're like, who are these motherfuckers?
And BJ's like, oh, you know some of these people. We've hung out with them before. I was like, bro, I hung out with you 2 years ago.
I don't remember these
I don't remember them.
Yeah.
But we're sitting directly across from the bride and groom.
Oh, my God. That's like anxiety.
So as I walked past them, I was like, congratulations.
Yeah.
You know, you guys look beautiful. And they're like, what took you so long? Immediately with the Mexican guilt.
Oh, my God. What are you, my sister? Shut up.
And so I was like, just stuff happened. Let me go back to my table. You guys have a good time.
Yeah.
I go back to the table. BJ's like, everybody got food. We're waiting on you. So me and BJ, everybody at our table already got food.
Yeah.
They're waiting for me to get a plate to come back.
Oh, my God.
I go and I get some food. I come back and everybody's like, so, Pierre, what's been up?
All
And
the
I'm
attention is on you.
Yeah,
You're
and
just
I'm
trying to eat the food.
I'm like, I'm trying to eat, dog.
Oh, my God.
And then they start doing, silly white people stuff. So if you walk past the bride and groom's table,
Yeah.
you have to do like a silly little dance. That's what they're like, we're going to start this. People start doing it, and immediately I was like, I'm going to take the long way around.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
I'll
all the way around.
All the way around. I'm not doing this shit.
As the the fucking party's going on. You know, we're done with our food, and we have these really fancy glass.
How was the food? 1 to 10.
It was pretty good. I would say it was a hard 6, soft 7.
All right, that's good. That's good for a wedding food. Okay, go ahead.
So we have these like water glass candles.
Yeah.
So they're filled with water, and the candles keep burning out.
Yeah.
The whole table is. They just want to fucking turn on this shit. So we start lighting napkins. Yeah, they start lighting napkins, trying to fucking turn it on.
For what? There's fucking recessed lighting in the venue. Okay, well, you know what, Jules? This is it. You weren't there. Yeah. Okay, I'm fine.
So I immediately start shutting down.
Right.
You know, finally they start doing the talks. They start doing like the best man. And I'm gonna say this real quick. I've been to a few weddings. If you're a best man, don't fucking run your best man. Don't talk about your boy. Don't fucking run him through the dirt. Like, everyone I go to, they're like, oh, she's a fucking winner. She won this, and you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Terrible. So we finally get through it all, and then we're like, all right, now it's time to dance.
Right.
I was like, let's break out.
I'm ready to cut a rug.
I was like, all right, let me go outside for a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me just, because I wasn't drinking. I was being sober for BJ because I had to drive.
Yeah.
So we go outside and we're getting some fresh air, and everyone's pretty drunk at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's open bar.
Right.
So after they do like, you know, the best man, the father, all their speeches.
Right.
They're like, all right, we're going to start dancing. So immediately I was like, all right, let me go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I
go put some stickers up.
I go to the bathroom, and, you know, nothing crazy. So I come back and I'm like, fuck,
Wash your hands.
I really don't want to walk by the bride and groom because I don't want to do that little dance.
Right.
So I'm just hanging out in the back. And it's only been like 30 seconds. Some dude walks up to me and like taps you on the back. He was like, oh, hey, compa, what are you doing? And I turned around, I was like, what? He was like, oh, sorry, I thought you worked here.
No.
And I
because of me?
Because of you. And I look at his outfit, he's wearing all black. Black pants, black button up, black tie. And I was like,
but you had a vest on.
No, I didn't wear the vest.
I told you to wear the vest.
You didn't say that, bitch. Now you're double down. You didn't say that.
I remember telling you to wear the vest. Okay, go ahead.
And I was like, you know, it's my fault. I shouldn't have been wearing this.
I should have been listening to Jules. I just figured with the choices that he gave me like yellow pants and like a purple blazer. Shut the fuck up, homie. Wear black. You be all right. And here, this is what happens.
So at this point, I'm embarrassed. So I go back up to the table and everyone's dancing. BJ loves dancing.
Yeah.
But I only know how to dance like middle school social.
Right.
Like fucking slow.
Two step.
So BJ's like, are we going to dance? I was like, we got to wait for a song.
Yeah.
They play Rose by Seal.
Yes.
It gets a little weird.
It gets weird? Why?
Because I guess it's like a family song. And they start like going in a circle and they're like being really weird about the dance.
Like interpretive dancing?
Like culting.
Oh, wow.
It was super fucking weird.
Okay.
So I was like, this is not the song.
Yeah.
Let's go outside. We go outside and, you know, I pull up a fucking song on my phone. We dance out there.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. At this point, we try to go back to the party and people are drunk.
That bad already?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because they ran out of beer and they're just doing liquor.
Oh, no.
And I knew people were getting drunk because white boys, when they take their tie off and they wear it like a hair tie.
Yeah.
They were getting turned the fuck up.
Oh, my God.
And so I was like, this is not my vibe. Let me stand out in the back. BJ's dancing with her friends. She's having a good time. At this point, they start playing like Sweet Caroline.
Because they have to. Because this is white folk wedding shit. Yeah.
And I'm standing in the back, and how I always do, I get my security pose. I'm just posted up in the back. BJ's like, come on, dance. I was like, I'm all right.
Yeah.
BJ then gets more people to fucking wrangle me, and the fucking bride comes up with her sister-in-law. She was like, come on, let's dance. They're like, we'll just dance around you. At this point, I got 3 white women dancing around me.
That's not going to encourage me. No.
It will do it to me.
It encouraged you?
It encouraged me because I was embarrassed. I was like,
I
I'll just fucking do it.
I would have walked away. I would have backed up, walked away, and be like, you guys are fucking ridiculous. You're not going to force me to do some shit that I don't want to do. No, ma'am.
I did it. I started dancing, and then we were probably there for like another 15 minutes, and I started giving BJ the look.
Yeah.
Or like start pulling on my ear. I was like, it's fucking time.
Yeah, ya estuvo.
She was like, I got to say goodbye to everybody. I was like, no, you don't.
No. Irish goodbye.
Let's fucking go. It's all right. They're having a wedding. Everyone's drunk as fuck.
Yeah. They're not going to remember that you said bye to them.
BJ had to say bye to everybody.
Oh my! It's such a Mexican thing. No, I Irish goodbye. Any party that I'm at, I will Irish goodbye the fuck out of the whole party.
Besides the forced dance, the wedding
Except
was
for
pretty
the host and the hostess, or the guy. Like if I'm at somebody's house, like I will tell whoever's hosting the party, yo, I'm gonna Irish goodbye the fuck out of everybody. Like I'm leaving, goodbye. If you say this shit out loud, I'm gonna slap you in your fucking face. Here, hug. Thank you for all the food. Thank you for the drinks. I love you. Goodbye. And that's how I Irish goodbye.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just to the host. Okay, go ahead.
So 15 minutes go by and I started giving BJ the look. I was like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, she was having
I'm
too
sober.
much fun. Yeah, she's having too much fun.
And everyone's drunk as fuck. And I finally grab her. I was like, let's fucking go. Let's go now.
Yeah.
She says goodbye to a few more people and we dip the fuck out.
She still has to say goodbye to more people.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a ton of fun. Sounds like a ton of fun.
It was.
It was. Okay. Well, that's all that we have for you guys today. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of our outings and understand why we don't go out as often as, normal people do, because these are the fucking things that happen. At least we don't get kicked out anymore.
Right?
Yeah, we.
Not me.
Me, you,
oh,
and
you.
me. No, both of us, bitch. I don't know. Have you ever been kicked out of anywhere?
I almost got kicked out of the Oriental.
Almost, but you didn't get kicked out.
Stole some shit.
Yeah.
Pissed on the wall.
Oh my God. You did a lot of things. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of the What Can Go Wrong podcast. You can go fuck yourselves. Goodbye.
Shout out Renee. Renee,
oh
you
my
gotta
God,
fucking respond back to people. Who the fuck is in charge of your social media, bud?
Probably somebody he pays, like
Hurt
his
my
manager.
feelings.
Yeah, fuck you, Renee, for not responding to our shit. We could have done the meet and greet. We're great meet and greeters. Ask Jerry Garcia. Ask Concrete. Ask not. Who else have we met and greeted?
Renee?
Yeah.
Your Mexicanness is now called into question.
Your Mexican card is pulled up for review. We need to review your Mexican
You're supposed
card.
to be with gente.
Yeah.
I'm saying we're gente as fuck.
Yeah. You should have met us and greeted us. $300. God damn it. Anyway, guys, go fuck yourselves. Goodbye.
Stay blessed.